Meanwhile, he plans, what's the rotation? Where's the impact? Where's the refresh that I can get here as he starts walking closer and closer? There's Queasy close by. Nate right beside him. That's not your duo partner, Pablo. That's an enemy.
Wave high to each other before he disengages. Only has a few builds to work with. Trying to be very, very picky when he uses them, but those are going to be too rightfully placed. Able to go in and outside of the box before he tries to make his way back in. Can't take too much damage through the zone. Out of builds. Vortexer's in his line of sight. This is his chance to get a refresh, and he picks it up with ease.
More med kits get dropped. Is he going to be able to pick them back up as it's Queasy inside the zone? Is he going to look for some sort of flank? I'm not sure if Thomas is still up. No, he's gone down. Queasy now left as a solo, securing as many placements as possible.
Yep, last of the med kits. Now he has to make his way inward, and he does so with the quickness, trying to get to the front side so that way he can look back, try to defend himself, give himself options. Kiro is going to pick up a couple eliminations, but Pablo, the solo mastermind, still holding on strong. 6 elimination as a team with the lion's share going to him. A nice shot and a nice elimination for Pablo as he gets Mustache down.
He gets a knock. He gets an elimination. It's Mustache. That's up to 6 as Pablo hunts for more. Headhunter right now as Pablo's unstoppable with another onto Queasy.
That's 2 big teams, 2 Titans at the top of the leaderboard down, and this is his chance to overtake the first place. Another knock there onto Kiro, and he's bringing it back. 7 eliminations, looking for an 8th. It finally comes to an end, but he's done more than enough work to boost up the leaderboard.
Sanguild, Marius down below. It's a 2 versus 2 against the duo up height. Dexy, Eclipse, they've been holding on since the first moving zone. All they need to do is close it out.
Yeah, they're running out of builds. Everything's going to come crashing down, but Eclipse gets dropped. Dexy trying 3rd place on the day, slowly but surely taking over other spots. Vortexer's lost Voco. You saw his shields get dropped not too long ago, so now Vortexer's left by himself, trying to grapple blade once more to the front side of the zone. Ends up almost getting boxed up, but it doesn't matter. Marius and Sanguild, 2 shots are better than 1. Take him down.
Wanting to get the back-to-back VR. As Vidil Reason still up strong above. Marius Sanguild now trying to build up as this zone does pull towards a ridge. They cannot get trapped here. They need to elevate themselves as quickly as possible, but as all duos have the same plan in mind, they get trapped together on the journey up the hill. As his duo partner Sanguild goes down, so does Marius.
Yeah, he tries to backtrack in his zone. That was 2 different teams that took part in eliminating that one. As Shari, Gear is trying to go ahead and get a flank on Andelix and Sato. So far, it's working to fruition, but they immediately drop down low. Find a shot on the Nev, but I think iDrop was able to scoop him up before the elimination actually went through, saving the loot for himself, but another traded shot going off. Hari is doing his best to go ahead and dominate the lobby, but he finds a med kit towards the backside. He's going to allow himself to stagger backside of zone.
It was Malabuka who got eliminated, as now zone pulling under the train tracks. iDrop using that as he builds close to one of the pillars, but with just 10 HP, he's forced to pop a med kit.
Yeah, a lot of these med kits coming out a little bit earlier than some would hope, but the trend for FNCS continues. Not too many heal off as Hari's just trying to get some extra points, but he gets shut down from the high ground. Andelix, Sato look towards the back. They find out Art Skill. Another couple eliminations going to be grabbed, and they position themselves in the top 3.
5 players up, 3 duos. We still have Vidil and Reason up above. Cade is going to be the solo. Goes down to zone. The 2v2 height versus low as Reason drops in. Cracks 1, unable to get the knock. Vidil now forced as a solo.
He still has the med kits. He gets it canceled, though, by a threat to try to jump up. Second one going off. It's also going to be canceled. Yep, all they have left. Meanwhile, Smooth Sailing, Swizzy, Putrick still have to be careful, though, because I saw Thomas Queasy going up a few layers. Those are the ones who might take high ground, but Pablo gets dropped. Bevies gets taken down. Dexy with a 2v1. That's how you score 12 points in the late game.
The back-to-back is Malabuka. Once again, left as a solo. 505 points on the board. Looking to overtake the throne. 2 medkits in the inventory. He's going to pop 1. He does have 28 builds. 2 options now. Go ahead with the materials or stay again in the zone. Another medkit. As Queasy and Thomas, they retook height.
I knew it. The moment I saw them moving up a couple of those layers, they want to go ahead and try to close out this game. You have to be careful, though. We've seen them in this position before, yesterday to be exact, and they were taken down by a well-placed snipe shot. Thomas overstretching to get those opportunities. Will they make that same mistake? Marius and Sanguild, and this team, they already have a win today. It was Sanguild's first win in an FNCS Finals lobby, and they're looking to mimic that here.
Not only that, 8 eliminations. They want double digits. They're hungry for more. Just 8 duos up as Astral gets taken down. Double edit comes through. It's Pink. It's Vico. As Marius continues taking shots. He's just one more away from getting the knock on Pink, and he gets it. Both players still up. They continue from low ground.
That was a big find to keep themselves moving forward. 9 eliminations, almost into the double digits, but you have to go against the kings of Lavish Layer, Thomas and Queasy. As he drops in, he finds out Pixie on the hunt for another. Pink and Vico are now fully out of lobby as Vico gets taken down. Thomas continues to drop down, but it's not enough. He finally meets his maker. Marius and Sangil take him out, and they're trying to go for their second VR of the day as they inch themselves into the final 4.
Can they do it? It's Queasy up top. He has a med kit. The question is, how many? Sangil now forced to play in the zone. Marius looking to cause disruption. It's Sangil that has one more med kit. And Queasy up above, continuing with the heal off.
Yeah, Sapphire's there as well. Basically a solo FNCS for this endgame, all coming down to a heal off. Queasy grapple blades to the front side of the zone. Can only imagine what he found. Sangil now has to go on the hunt. The last of his heals are going to be used. Only a few seconds left, but he finds another more. They set their eyes to the backside of the zone. It is pulling in that direction. They know somebody's there, but it's Eclipse. He's trying to start his heal off early to gather more placement.
They have no materials, though. They need to make something big happen. As from Ozone to Stratosphere in the sky, Yanis and Flixie as high as they can be. Thomas HD, though, down in the dirt as he crawls towards his enemies.
Yeah, they don't really have enough to look up towards the sky. They're doing the bare minimum to stay alive from one stage to the next. And they know somebody's pressuring them from above. Time is running out. Builds are looking thin. Queasy, Thomas are going to have to look to make a play on a player, but it's them. Queasy gets aggressed on from the backside of zone, but the tables have turned. Hari's going to be able to get a knock on the one, but a ton of damage onto Thomas. Seti's going to complete the flank. Queasy's fighting for his life out here, and he gets the elimination onto Seti. Finds a couple of builds, but the zone is forcing him into a whole nother team's hands.
Somebody call security. Queasy's looking unstoppable as he needs to make something happen. Zone gets the best of him. Kiduo still up with 4. Can they get 5? They get the knock onto Sky, but the duo up above, it's Yanis x Flixie. They want to take it home.
They already have one VR in the tournament yesterday. They're looking to go ahead and grab another one. Flixie came here to play. Yanis taking the high ground, denying all entry to Kiro and Kuduo as the first down is going to
find that solo, find that potential impact elimination, but it's a duo close by. You got to pick your fight correctly here, iDrop. So many healthy duos, but also so many solos in shambles. He has to find the correct one. It's Lunex above, still staying at the edge of the zone. Hits the first shots. It's a crack onto his opponents, but he goes down.
The majority of the lobby is just running around as solos here. About 5 of them to be exact, Vico being one of them. Without builds, he's kind of forcing himself lower and lower, especially with the zone moving down that mountain. A little bit of a blessing in disguise as Mongrel finally goes down. 6 eliminations for him and Savage, and an end game has been achieved. Definitely enough points to move up the leaderboard a few spaces, but not where they would hope.
Lennox now left alone. Kiro still up above, taking shots. They don't want anybody getting close to them. Do they have medkits to hold it off? Do they even need it? As Sinet and Vanyak pick up one more. It's Vico now, though, looking to secure another elimination.
Just finds those refresh materials. Not a ton, but at least it's something for Vico to use on the low ground. Vasquez there as well. Vanyak and Sinet, one of the only duos still left alive other than Kiro and Kuduo on the high ground. So it's a duo's dream here, moving through all these solos. Vico, missed opportunity as Vasquez is able to bounce around and get out alive.
4 still on the board for Vico. No materials, though. He has 5 bandages, but it's not going to be as powerful as medkits. He needs to make something happen. Kiro dropped below to cause disruption on the low ground, leaving Kiduo up top, but with no medkits, he's going to have to go for an elimination.
Yeah, and you see Artskill already starting that heal off towards the backside of the zone. He might be able to take it if he has a few medkits, because this is going to come down to a fight. Sinet, Vasquez, Kiduo, all 3 players still battling it out as solos here towards the front side of the zone. Artskill, he's able to at least get one more placing point for his effort. The final battle's going out.
It's on the edge of zone. No more medkits now, as he might be able to pick up a bit of loot. It's even more medkits. The blessing as he grapples on in.
He didn't grab the medkits, though. He panicked. He went to the front of zone. Doesn't grab materials either. Kiro has to dig deep. He got 6 more teams, 7 more teams down worth of placement points. 581. He needs to be able to push himself over the edge, but there are so many teams in his path ready to stop him.
Now the rotate continues. Shot connects. The Vico eliminated. That's 1 on the board. Materials recuperated. Now ahead of zone.
This is legendary right now. He's earned this spot. First elimination has been found, but once again, running out of builds, running out of time. You see him looking all around, trying to look to the backside of the zone. Can he find anybody sneaking around? There are so many duos on top of that layer that he's at. Sato and Alex, they cut him off in front. Hero finally goes down. He didn't get enough points.
Malabuka and Merstash, will they be able to hold on to the throne as Marius is finishing off this last match? Medkit popped, 3 elims on the board.
Sangil got his first victory royale this weekend in FNCS Finals lobby, looking to make it 2, looking to get more points and line their pockets with money, but Marius forced to drop down low. Shots coming from above. It's almost looking like a solo FNCS, but one duo, Noms and Cringe on the high ground.
And they're holding strong. Just 11, 14 HP for Marius. He's forced back into zone, but it's duos that are up against him. He needs a miracle for the 1 versus 2. Takes the first shot, hits a wall, blocked off, as now Marius is the only solo left.
He's just hiding, the only nook, cranny he could take. But he gets taken out. And Sato on the low ground. Noms and Cringe switching up their drop spot in the last 2 games. They've got 6 eliminations up until this point. What a way to end the game if they could somehow drop down to their opponent and finish it off. But multiple win conditions going around both of these teams. 3 medkits each. Sato getting tossed around, trying to play Disruptor, but he's going to get dropped down. Noms and Cringe, they're the duo on the high ground, but Analix forced to start to heal off early.
Both teams had 3 medkits. Andalex, though, the pressure's on him. Noms goes down with the knock. The heal-off continues now. Who is going to be able to outlive?
Andalex does have a little bit of lead in terms of those medkits, but we've seen multiple kills getting scattered around on some fallen foes. Andalex starting the last of his opportunity. Crimge, he finds another one. Almost fumbles the bag there, but the medkit is going to be popped. Andalex now has to turn the tides. He has to go on the hunt, sees an opponent, staring him in the eyes, trying to go for the piece control.
And we can now reveal that your champions of Chapter 5, Season 1 by 1 point, are winners of $170,000, the active champions, and a spot in global championships is Merstash and Malabuka, 649 points. This is a duo that show consistency throughout Chapter 5, Season 1, and they are your deserving champions, Mini Miner.
They